Hi there, well I'm Roy and this is my model railway. Now I started this about May this year in the lockdown when nothing else to do because we was isolating. So I had this about 20 years ago in my old house when my son lived at home, and it was a bit, I bought it originally for my son. But when we moved house 20 years ago, I packed it all up in boxes and it's never been used since. So I got up in the loft and I thought I'll start resurrect that. Well, I made this, it's out of an aluminium frame. I'll just show you what it's standing on the board. Is a 3x1 aluminium frame. And then in the middle, I've got that Celotex. Well, it's a different make actually. There's some what's left over up there, but it's recticel they call it. But it's that foam board. So it's just a foam board, and that was to keep the weight down. So I've got the aluminium frame and the foam board, and the idea is, this is in my garage, by the way. It's in my garage. I can lift this right up to the ceiling when I want to use the garage. Anything else, I've got it on a hoist system. Let's take a look at the layout. Right, so this is at this end of the layout. I've got a small station this end, and as you can see that I've named the station somewhere, and this is somewhere express, and got a window missing there. I've got to get that repaired, but then I've got my market stalls there. This is like a block paving area. Cars can drive through, as you see. They drive up this road here and they can drive along through there. You've got your lower shops along there. This is the back of these shops. I've got a McDonald's here. The back of these shops have got some little back gardens on them. And this is them from the front. Some of these buildings I had previously, and the McDonald's is new. I bought that. And, so just a row of little shops there, and then through the middle there, there's steps down to the lower pavement area to the other station. And that street there goes along with more shops on it. So it's like a shopping high street, and that goes on down the end there to infinity. I just put the road, tipped it up on the backdrop to make it look like the road's going on to infinity. Right, so when you come down there, this church I bought new. And so we come down here, we've got the church scene and a few graveyards on the grass there, and there's the pub, the back of the pub, a couple of people sitting out there having something to eat, and that's the front of the pub, bus waiting there, and then this part here is a few houses with their back gardens, terraced house, a couple of terraced houses. And we come on to the garage area. Got to get a few more bits for that. I want to put some mechanics there or something like that, and a breakdown line, I think. And then I've got the car park, which is new again. I made that one. And then we carry on down into the back of that. We've got a little area there for the where they drop the delivery parcels off, and delivery area. And then engine shed. And the turntable. Now that old turntable was an original Hornby turntable, but I've taken it to bits, and I just turn it by hand. I just use the centre bit. then I can get my rails closer together. I was too far apart, these rails, I couldn't get the geometry to work out right, but like this I could just turn it by hand to them and it connects and it works fine. So that's my little goal. And then here I've got another little hillside scene here, and a high level track, and this is on a separate controller. This is on a separate controller. That's on a DC controller. All the rest are on DCC. But this one just goes back and forth on this high level to that little top station up there. So I'll try and show you that. It's just a little, needs a little, and why isn't it going? Here we go. He goes up there and it stops automatically when it gets to the other end in that station. Right, that stops there in that station. Painful. Right, and then I just flick a switch and it comes back. So that's just flick a switch and it should come back. So that's that. Now I've got that speaker up on the wall there, which gives me some sounds. I've only got one train with actual sounds on it, and that's a new one I bought, which is that 158 over there, Bachmann 158. It's got lights and sound. That's not on at the moment. It's just standing there. This is what I'm using for sound. I just got an old Samsung phone I had, and using the Bluetooth on it to for some sounds. So I've got
Platform 1 for the 0755 Southeastern service to London Cannon Street. Calling at Newington, Raynham, Gillingham, Chatham, Rochester.
I've just got all these recorded sounds. I've got most of them off of the internet, but it's local to where I live, because I live around Sittingbourne area. And then you've got ambient sounds here. I can't stop. They're just all different sounds. They're just an ambient sound source. If you can hear that. You've got a coffee shop. You can press the sounds of that. A horn. And a double horn. And this is my normal. This is my other control panel. Z21. I've got two trains on that at the moment, so I can set this one going. That's my new one. Just leaving the station now. Just going through the tunnel. Out the other side, he should come through in a minute. See that? Yeah.
service to Sheerness on Sea. Calling at Kemsley, Swale, Queanbeyan and Sheerness on Sea. This train has 3 coaches.
So now when I don't want to use it and I want to get in my garage, I've got this hoist rigged up here, and I'll show you it when I lift it all up. Oh, wrong one. Take attention. Up it goes to the ceiling. Now this is also handy when you want to do any work underneath it. I don't do it that wider than this, but if I want to do any work under here, like wiring, it saves that bending down. It's a lot easier when it's up in the air like this. I can adjust the height how I want it and do me wiring. And for me points, the actual thing is about 11'6" long by 4'6" wide. These legs fold up when it's right up in the air. So that this centre piece, I've got this can come out, this centre section. I can push that out if I want to get make it easier for me to get to the other side, the other parts of the track what might be hard to reach. But it's on wheels as well, so if I want to get to the far side of the track, I can push it over to the left and get down that side of the track. So that's it. That's about it for now. Leave it at that.